Well, it's Palm Sunday today, the day in the church year when we start remembering Holy Week. In church, usually we have lots of services to remember the events of Jesus, who entered Jerusalem on a donkey, who then died on the cross and then rose from the dead. It's usually a really dramatic and busy time of year for churches as we enter into the emotions of the week through imagining ourselves in the drama of this old story. On Palm Sunday, in St Andrews, we usually hold palm branches and palm crosses, and we march around the church waving and singing, "All glory, Lord, and honour." You know the one that goes, "All glory, Lord, and honour to you, Redeemer King, to whom the lips of children made sweet hosannas ring." But given the pandemic, when our churches are shut, we're stuck inside, when people are getting ill and dying, the elderly and the vulnerable are dying, as well as 39-year-old nurses and 13-year-old boys, how can we focus on anything other than coronavirus? It's all we hear on the news, isn't it? We turn on social media and it's on our minds and we're stuck in our houses. Well, one thing I discovered this week was that tune that I just sang to "All Glory, Lord, and Honour" was actually written in Germany as a funeral hymn during the plagues of the 1600s. Did you even know that? I had no idea. Do you know what? Someone I was chatting to this week who is from our congregation, they said that one thing they've been doing each day is been praying and reading the Psalms, because the Psalms are those things from the Bible which kind of lament, like crying out to God. But this person said to me, "Caris, I don't think I can read the Psalms anymore. I think I need to read some New Testament. I think I need to read some good news of Jesus." And I wonder, maybe, just maybe, following this old story, the one this week of the one who enters into the depth of human suffering and brings some good news, is this story that just may help us this week. Now, I don't believe that and think that this is a bit of light relief to distract ourselves. For that, I did do what I did last night, which is watch some Father Ted clips. That made me laugh out loud, and it was a good distraction. But no, this old story is one that isn't easy to listen to, and yet somehow, in a strange and mysterious way, this old story is the one that can bring comfort and solidarity and hope. It's not easy to listen to. It starts with joy and rejoicing. There are moments of friendship and community and intimacy. There's also betrayal though, but some bravery and then denial. Some horrifying suffering and death. And then there's waiting. But then there's a twist, an upside down, a recalibration of some joy and a declaration of the power of love. Now, I want you to know that this isn't easy. It's not something that we can just talk about and find is something really easy to do. And do you know what? Telling the Easter message isn't something I even feel like I want to do right now. I know, it's only 7 days away and I'm the priest. I need to be able to bring you some hope and some joy. But you know what? Right now, I'm going to really struggle to tell you an Easter message. And I feel like instead, I really need to go on this journey, on this drama this week. I feel like I need to travel with Jesus. I wonder if you want to do that too. I'll just let you know what I feel I need. I need to be led by the Father in the company of the Spirit. I need to hear God's cry of pain and sit and wait. and to let God speak to me through prayer, through the words from you, and to help me hear good news of Easter afresh. I know in my head that God does bring life and love out of the depths of suffering and death, but I still need to go each day and immerse myself in the drama. I'm going to let coronavirus be in the background, and of course it's going to be a huge part of this week ahead. But in the foreground, I'm going to let God guide me through the drama of the Passion of Christ and help me see what God might speak into our lives this week. Now, as a little aside, you might be interested to know that the tune for All Glory, Lord and Honour was also incorporated by Bach into his St. John's Passion. It's a chorale in the middle of it which says, "Within my heart's foundation." One of the ways you might like to enter into this old story is to listen to St. John's Passion by Bach on YouTube. Or you might like to check out some of our suggestions as a church that we're going to be doing this week. You can find it on Twitter or Instagram, and you can follow us at St. Andrews N16. I just want you to know that whatever happens as life unfolds for you this week, may you know that the one who is hurting, the one who is isolated, the one who is suffering and dying, is the same one who is with you, the one who brings hope and love to a story that never ends. Amen.